Piston doors can be difficult to make, but with the right piston layout, the process can be much easier. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly what a piston layout is and how to make one. Unlike a full piston build, a piston layout is the design of a build with no redstone and just pistons. This allows you to prototype your build before wiring the pistons together, which can save you a lot of time. First, let's look at the limitation of pistons. Pistons can push just about any block in front of them, except for obsidian, bedrock, and reinforced deep slate, and they cannot push more than 12 blocks. Regular pistons also don't have the ability to pull blocks back. This is where sticky pistons are nice. They not only have the ability to push blocks in front of them, but they also have the ability to pull the block directly in front of them back, so long as it's not obsidian, bedrock, or glazed terracotta. This bidirectional behavior is why pistons in this video are almost exclusively sticky pistons. Now that we know the basics of pistons, let's build a piston feed tape. A piston feed tape is a loop of blocks that gets moved around by pistons, but you'll want to have at least one gap in a piston feed tape. When figuring out where to place pistons, the easiest way is to place a piston such that it will push a block into that gap. Once the piston is fired, you'll need to place another piston to push blocks into the new gap. Another common use for piston layouts is to design doors. In piston doors, it's usually easiest to think of how to move blocks out of the doorway, as that is the hardest task to do with redstone. Here, that is as simple as placing pistons 2 blocks away facing these blocks on both sides. But sometimes we'll want the door to be flush with the wall. In this case, we'll have to move these blocks out of the wall and then pull these blocks using 4 pistons on each side. Unfortunately, as the doors get bigger, the blocks will have to travel more, requiring piston extenders where you chain pistons together. Here, we'll have to use a double piston extender to retrieve the middle block. Since we have to move 2 blocks using the same pistons, we are going to need a storage piston. A storage piston is a piston that stores a block out of the way of other pistons, so that the other tasks can be done. As a rule of thumb, every block that you need to access that is not on the edge will probably need a storage piston. Four by 4 doors are similar to 3 by 3 doors, except we have 4 middle blocks instead of 1. So we're going to have to use 4 double piston extenders, and by extension, 4 storage pistons. So far, we have only done square doors, but non-square doors often give us more choices. Generally, we want to have the lowest number of piston extensions. We can build this door with 5 double piston extenders and 5 single pistons, or we can build it with 1 triple piston extender, 1 double piston extender, and 10 single pistons. Here, that results in 5 piston extensions each, which leads us to our next heuristic, number of storage blocks. The first design requires at least 5 storage blocks, 1 for each double piston extender. The second design requires at least 3 storage blocks, 2 for the triple piston extender and 1 for the double piston extender. This means we will likely have to deal with less timing issues when actually wiring the layout for the second build. Now that you know how to build piston layouts and which layouts are likely to be more useful, you may be interested in how to wire them, which I'll be releasing a video on soon. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.